What's up, fellas? Today we got a classic video. We're ranking CODs from worst to best. There's 18 of them. You know, it's been a while. There's 18 COD games, which is insane to say, but I'm going to just give a little disclaimer. This is like subjectively the best list. There are a few games you can interchange, but this is how it is. Like, you can interchange one or two by a few spots, but if it's not close to this, like, you have not been playing for a decent amount of time and you're probably a noob. So let's get into this. Number 18, surprise to anybody, we got Modern Warfare 2 2022. And there's not much to say about this game because it's just lackluster in every single thing you could possibly imagine. Like, it is so buns, but just to refresh your memory, here are a couple maps that released at launch with this. We had the all too famous border crossing map, which I'm sure you guys remember, which was just a straight line with fucking cars, probably made by AI because these guys are so useless. But I'm looking at the map order here, and I do not remember a single, like, none of these were memorable. Farm 18, Al Bagra Fortress, El Asilo, and Embassy. Like, I'm sorry, but these maps are fucking buns. Like, just reading over them, and I played them a bunch, I'm sure, not memorable whatsoever. The only thing that was memorable about this game, map-wise, was that fucking border crossing map because of how bad it was. So, maps aside, we all know they were fucking trash at release, and they're trash now, and they'll be trash forever. Alright, we know that. Maps aside, I think there was only like 10 at release, which is a joke, but anyways, I digress. We have kill streaks, not memorable, like fucking classic, boring ass UAVs, whatever. Sure, keep it simple. Perks, guns, again, all unmemorable. Like, every single thing about this game was just unmemorable and bad. If you asked me to name a single good feature about this game, I really don't think I could. So we're going to just skip past this part here. You guys know why it's last. I know why it's last. It's fucking trash. Call of Duty, please don't ever make a game that's anything like this ever again. Let's get into number 17. Surprise nobody. Infinite Warfare. Second worst Call of Duty ever. Or number 17. A lot of what I said about the last trash COD is probably going to be pretty similar to this guy. It's just so unmemorable, and honestly, this one could be last. I wouldn't be mad whatsoever. I want you to just look at this gameplay. Like, if you were to show me this 10 years ago or even freaking today, like, I literally don't, this doesn't even look like COD. Like, this looks like, some indie studio made fucking whatever the heck, them knockoff card games that become popular once a year or once every 2 years, right? That get popular for like 2 weeks and then die. Like, you guys know the games I'm talking about. I can't think of them right now, but look at it. It looks just like one of them. Like, this does not look like COD. What the heck is this? Audio included. Like, where are the sounds? Where's the freaking gameplay? Like, what am I looking at? This looks so knockoff and crap. You're telling me we went from Black Ops 3, a game with serious and real effort put into it. You can make arguments against it, but it had a lot of effort put into it, and it was a solid all-around game. You will see, right? But we went from Black Ops 3 to this? Like, this is the most laziest freaking game I've ever seen. Like, when it comes to just the simplicities of, like, camos and art design and colors and freaking sounds, like, the operator, and you guys get what I'm saying. Like, this is unreal. So lazy, I can't believe it. We went from Black Ops 3, a sick ass game with lots of effort put into it, to this lazy piece of shit. My final thoughts for this freaking game is, y'all are damn lucky you made COD 4 Remastered, because I truly believe this could have been a COD killer. This game could have killed COD if it wasn't for that remaster. So you guys thank Raven Software for their good job making that COD 4 Remastered, and let's move on because I'm tired of looking at this gameplay. Let's fucking get to the next game. It's going to be a little better, but it is not good. So let's roll into number 16. So at number 16 I got Vanguard. And I know you guys might hate me a little for even putting this game as high as I did, but just hear me out. Hear me out for a few seconds. I'm going to explain to you why Vanguard, it is bad, but not as bad as you may think, okay? Few reasons. Vanguard, it has better colors, and you guys may be thinking, like, who the fuck gives a fuck about colors, right? This is a video game. But I'm here to tell you, like, it makes a big difference. Like, I like a nice, vibrant, like, kind of immersive experience, and Vanguard does that a lot better than the previous two games. So colors aside, this game doesn't do much good. Like, there's no creativity whatsoever. I will give them that the sounds aren't bad, colors aren't bad, maps, they were bad for like competitive wise, like ranked play, like even this map here, I think it was called Berlin or something. It wasn't bad, but yeah, besides that, for casual play and even for competitive play, and it wasn't good. Like, it wasn't a good game. I'm giving it its praise for colors and vibes, and that's about it. Campaign, fucking multiplayer, ranked, not good, right? So, yeah. That's about all I got for this game. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of creators out here are saying it is. I think they were just fucking sick and tired of the previous games, and then this game came out, and yeah, it was bad, and they were done, right? But looking at it just like as a single piece, not comparing it, and you know, in hindsight, I don't think it was as bad as people say. But yeah, you're at number 16 for a reason. So let's get on to number 15, and the list is gonna start to slowly improve. So let's see what happens here. I'm actually, guys, I said this list was gonna get better. Fuck, this game could be last. Like, I actually didn't know where to put this game. Fuck, it honestly shouldn't even be ahead of Vanguard. This game's a fucking piece of shit, too. And to be honest, this game works me up more than any other game on this damn list. For one reason. One reason. They had 4 freaking years to develop this shit. No damn coronavirus excuse for Cold War. No damn freaking Vanguard excuse for Sledgehammer being shit. Like, this is Treyarch. They had 4 years, and they promised us a good, new, original game. And what did we get? Literally, guys, I promise you. Go look at the first video I put in this video. Modern Warfare 2. The fucking... Oh, not the OG one. The shit one, right? You guys know which one. Go look at that, and then come back and look at this. Like, go skip, come back. You will see they look fucking identical. Same everything. Same UI, same fucking everything. Same colors, same everything. Like, I can't put it into words. They just took that and then made this with some new shit maps and some new shit guns. And then that's all they did in 4 years? Like, the zombies is shit. Like, I'm not really including that in this tier list, but the zombies is fucking shit. And what do they have to say for themselves? They had 4 fucking years. I could make a freaking 3 to 4 to 5 part video on just this game itself, on the lies, the deception. We were promised a good new game, like something like they literally said we're bringing back classic COD. Does this look classic to you? Like, this is cookie cutter copy and paste from the last 4 or 5 fucking games. It's the same shit. Anyways, like, this game could be last in the tier list, like dead fucking last, like basically on how mad it makes me. But looking at it as a whole, you know, not comparing the development cycles or the fucking Treyarch versus Sledgehammer, whatever the hell, right? Just as a game as a whole, it's going here at number 15. And now I'm done with this game. Let's get on to number 14 before my eyes start bleeding. Number 14, here we go. Modern Warfare 2023. Modern Warfare 3, whatever the hell, right? I'm sure you guys, again, aren't surprised by this location of this game in this list. Again, it's not a great game. Not a terrible game. I just want to say, like, we're getting from the last 4 or 5 games, absolute dog shit, right? Like, literally, you stole my money. Like, Activision, you legitimately stole my fucking money. Now, in this part of the list, I think we're getting to, like, okay. Not good, not even close to a good game. You know, fuck you. You guys have recency bias if you think this is a good game. But it's an alright game. I'll give it that, right? So, alright game. Again, I think the only reason it's alright is because of the maps. And I think they look pretty good. Like, again, that's just because they remastered all the good maps, right? These guys are incapable of making a good map themselves. Like, we haven't seen a freaking tier S map in how long, right? It's been years. So anyways, if they have to remaster old maps to make a decent game, then so be it. And that's why this game is here. They remastered all the good maps and they got a decent game out of it. So not much to say. It's a complete scam of Modern Warfare 2. It's a DLC is what this is. That's again why it's not higher. It's a DLC. They charged full price for a DLC game, and yeah, you guys shouldn't be surprised by this spot. If you expected it to be higher, again, you're a fucking noob. They charged you full price for some new maps. That's basically all you got, right? If this was the game to release for Modern Warfare 2, like if Modern Warfare 2 never existed and it was just this, yeah, it would be a lot higher. But you have to look at all the context behind it. Why it's fucking dog shit for that reason. Sorry, I shouldn't say dog shit. It's a decent game, but it just pisses me off how they robbed us in Modern Warfare 2. Like, legit stole our money and then made us buy this full price DLC to get a playable game because the last one was literally so bad you couldn't even play it. So here we are. I think we're at number 14 for this game, which is solid. Like Modern Warfare 2, or sorry, Modern Warfare 3 2023. Solid game. But let's get on to the next one, guys. Like, we're getting into some better and better games. Like I said, we're at okay. Like, we just finished shit games. This is an okay game. Let's get on to another okay game. Alright, so number 13, we got a classic, COD World War II. And I'm not going to hate too much on this. Like, I know some of you guys may have wanted this game higher than where it is at 13. And I can agree to some extent. Like, first we're going to get into the good points here. Like, number one good point I think we can all agree is they innovated, right? They innovated and tried new things, which is what we freaking want, Activision, okay? You guys innovated good on World War II, and we saw a lot of new things, like just the whole art style and, you know, the war game mode. I know it was like in World at War, whatever the hell, but it was a nice innovation, and that was actually a pretty fun game. I'm sure like a lot of us had a lot of fun on that game mode. So we had that, and then we had the whole whatever the hell you call it, like Sanctuary, where all the players were together, kind of like a Destiny style or something similar, where you're all kind of intermingling in the menus. That was cool, right? Like, it wasn't game breakingly cool, but it was a pretty sick feature. Like, and of course, you know, they implement some new cool things and never bring them back. Like, explain that to me, Activision. You know, but whatever, right? That was back to the freaking tier list. That was a good innovation, and I'm pretty proud of Activision for that, trying new things in this game. Like I said, a lot of cool things. Like first of all, the campaign was pretty sick. Like, I know a lot of people hate on it, but screw you guys, that campaign was pretty cool. But yeah, like, that's most of the good. Like, multiplayer was pretty average. Like I'm saying, like, it was pretty average in terms of like hopping on with the boys and playing. Like, you're not loving it. You're not grinding for 12 hours on a Saturday, you know. At least most of us aren't. It was pretty average, and yeah, so that's the good. Now let's get into the bad points. So yeah, the bad points, like, I think a lot of you guys look at this game, you know, from 2025, look back in the past and think, oh, it was actually pretty good. Like, I think you're forgetting a lot of things, right? Like, number one, I'm just gonna go out the dome here, no fucking script or nothing. Number one, bad point, like, the launch was terrible. Like, if you guys bought this game on, you know, midnight release and waited to get on, like, I don't even know how long it took exactly, but I specifically remember this game having the worst launch of like any single game I've ever freaking played in my life. Like, and I feel like massive game breaking glitches of like not being able to play, not being able to load in for like weeks. Like seriously weeks. Like I think it actually took weeks for these massive glitches and all sorts of things to get figured out. So yeah, number one, terrible launch just in terms of being able to play the game. Number two, point two, that really goes against this game is like the lack of maps, and especially lack of good maps. If I'm remembering right, this game released with 9 maps, and sorry, but that's just unacceptable. Like, you're paying a solid chunk of money, right, for a video game, and to get absolutely cock-blocked with only 9 maps, and especially like one of them being, if I'm remembering right, Gustav Cannon, like probably the worst map I've ever played in my life, at least at the time, right? That was the worst map I've ever played in my life. You guys know the one, Gustav Cannon, unplayable, right? So yeah, 2 big points against this game is like the launch being absolutely terrible, and there just not being enough content for like months and months. That I've heard that the game got a lot better, you know, towards the end of its cycle, but we're not counting that. Like, you COD only lasts for a year, right, before they release another one. You gotta be on for that year. Like, you only have 12 months, so you better be on for 12 months, right, before you just lose your entire player base. So yeah, those are 2 points. A third, which kind of like isn't really Activision's fault for once, is like, this is right when Fortnite came out, so there's only a few other games like in all of history that have had as big of a prime as Prime Fortnite did. So with there being no content in World War II, right? 9 maps, not a lot to do, right? Pretty average. And then Prime Fortnite coming in, it kind of just wiped the entire player base. And yeah, that's basically what happened. So in total, you know, in the grand scheme of things, an average game. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking hate on it for minutes on end. I gave you my points. Like, sure, you could maybe put it above, you know, looking at my list here, a couple, but that's about it. I think it deserves where it is to be, for all the reasons I've listed. So let's get on to the next one here, which is going to be number 12. So the 12th best Call of Duty, or whatever it is, 6th worst, you will see coming up. So at number 12, we have Cold War. I'm sure you guys were expecting it to be right around here. Again, if you weren't, you're a noob. Shut the fuck up. So yeah, number 12, kind of a little on the worser side. Again, we got 18 games and we're at 12, so still on the worser side in grand scheme of things. But yeah, I think Cold War is pretty similar to Vanguard, and they suffer their same kind of faults, mainly from a lack of content. And realistically, I would not be mad at you at all if you put World War II ahead of Cold War. I would not be mad. They're very similar in my opinion in terms of like what they're good at, what they're bad at. So yeah, I find it funny how most COD games nowadays like genuinely can't make a great map. Looking back at this game, like, they remastered a couple BO2 maps. You know, I remember Raid and, you know, a few others for sure. And of course, those happen to be the damn best maps in their game. Like, come on. If Cold War came out with some great maps of their own, this game would be higher, plain and simple, right? But it didn't, and I don't think Treyarch or any other gaming studio will ever be able to make as good of maps as they once did. Right? Plain and simple. They cannot make a good map to save their life. They suck at it, as we've seen, right? So, a lot of this talk in this video has been maps, colors, and I'm not really going to stop. I am gonna evolve into some other things. Like, this game was genuinely mid, and I don't want to hear anything else. Like, if you want to push this game back in the list, go for it. I will not be mad at you. I'm not going to sit here and defend this piece of shit. But if you were expecting this to be higher, like, you're smoking crack, buddy. Right? This game is, once again, compare this game to Modern Warfare 2019 or basically any other game that's come out within the last few years of this game, right? Looks identical. What innovation did they do? Like, truly innovate. What did they do? Did they take any risk in this game? No. You know, the guns look the same. Everything sounds the same. The fucking kill streak announcer sounds the same. Right? It's all the same. The UI is identical to every other game. And yeah, so you're not getting put up high because you didn't innovate, and it's not a good game, right? Your only good maps are remastered maps. Like, sorry, but I'm not giving you credit for that. We'll give that credit where it's due later in the list, trust me. So yeah, there's a few reasons why I think this game should not be ranked higher than where it is. Now I'm going to give you a few reasons on why it's ranked higher than the previous ones. So, a lot of the previous games I've ranked behind this game, being Cold War, didn't have a great, like, competitive style. Like, you have to truly admit, even though this game took zero risk, put in not a lot of effort whatsoever, like, the gunfights and the competitive side and, you know, the search and destroy wasn't too bad, right? It wasn't too bad. So there's a reason why, like, it's not a crazy reason, but there's a reason why it's a bit ahead. Is I'm sure you guys probably feel the same. Just the way the flow and gunfights and the simplicity of it, you know. That's why I have it up here. I'm sure that's probably not a great reason, but if you guys played this game and played the other games, you know why it's ranked here. It's not a terrible game. It's definitely not a good game. So yeah, I have a few more reasons on why this game is trash, just that came to my head, and let's get into it, and then let's get on to number 11. So yeah, just quickly, I had a few brain lapses, and something came into me, something spoke to me, and it's not just about Cold War, it's about the other games too. Like, I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm just gonna say it here. Like, in terms of camo grinding, which is like a massive part in like a lot of casuals and, you know, competitive players, right? Like, I think there's a few games later in the list that do extremely well, but these last like fucking 5 or 6 games I've ranked, like, dude, the camos and just the grind in general for like prestiging master, you know, getting master prestige, or even just prestiging a couple times, right? Like, it's just shit. Like, and I think Cold War especially, it's just completely shit. There's no grind for anything. Like, I don't know how to put this properly into words, but like, it doesn't make you want to grind. Like, who would sit there for 12 hours a day to grind for whatever shit camo they put out? Like, think of something original, like, give us something cool to grind for, and I'll sit my ass in the chair and game for 12 hours. You guys aren't doing that. Like, you guys are not doing that. Sorry to fucking shit on Cold War like this. It's not just this game, it's the last 6 or 7, but like I said, if you were expecting this game to be ranked higher, another reason why it's not is because the camo grind is fucking shit. And yeah, fuck me, let's get into number 11. So, at number 11, we got a classic game, Advanced Warfare. Like, we're getting to the part of the list where it's going to be less raging and more just, like, kind of appreciating. Still plenty of bad things, but we're on to some better games. Like, fuck me, those last 6 games or whatever were so trash. Advanced Warfare, not that bad, right? We all obviously know about the loot boxes and pay to win type of shit, right? So, not a good feature, right? Like, I'm not gonna be here defending it, but if that's what it takes to get a good game in today's day and age, and I'll take it, right? I'll freaking take it. So yes, that's why you're ranked at number 11 is because of pay to win bullshit, like actually overpowered guns that require you to basically spend money, pretty much, right? So that's the bad part. Let's get into the good part of this game. Like this is pre like real skill-based matchmaking like we have today, so it was still a real Call of Duty, right? Like the games just felt better, and that's why it's at number 11. Like I am not putting a game with heavy skill-based matchmaking over a game with little skill-based matchmaking. It ain't that deep. Like the games are rigged against you when skill-based matchmaking is cranked to the tits like it is nowadays. This was a real COD game with real matchmaking, and yeah, it's one of the worst like OG style of COD games that didn't have heavy skill-based matchmaking, and that's why it's ranked at number 11, right? I think it's ahead of the old, or sorry, ahead of the new shit, like behind in the old shit, right? And I think most of you guys can agree with that. So there it is at number 11. Let's get into number 10 here. The list is getting better and better, so let's see what we got at number 10. So, just cracking the top 10 here, we got Black Ops 4. I'm going to say this right off rip. I think this is the third most underrated game in Call of Duty history. And number 1 and 2 in most underrated are going to be coming up soon. I will let you know when they come. So let's not waste any more time, fellas. Let's get into the bad with Black Ops 4. There's going to be about an equal amount of bad as there is good, since it's in the middle of the pack at number 10. So here we go. Looking at history, right? Black Ops 3, then came Black Ops 4, both made by Treyarch, right? I don't think, like realistically, tell me in the comments, guys. Did Black Ops 4 improve on anything? Like literally anything from Black Ops 3? Like, can you be like, oh, they improved on their map design, or ooh, the camo grind was more enjoyable in Black Ops 4? Like, I actually can't think of a single feature that was improved upon from their previous game. Like, it was one of the first times in this franchise, like this whole freaking Call of Duty thing, where we like went downhill in every single way you possibly could. Like, I'm talking maps, like. Maps were a downgrade. They reused a bunch of the specialists. Like competitive wise, their ranked play, even though it wasn't bad, to be honest, that was about the same. Didn't really get better or worse, so maybe there's that. Definitely zombies, like I said, zombies I'm not weighing in this video, but I have to say it, like zombies was a fucking massive decline from what we were all expecting on launch day. And yeah, there's that. They didn't improve on a single thing. Not to say that everything is terrible in this game, but we were expecting a lot more coming from like what they had just made a couple years prior, and then we got this. So it was a big downfall, but now let's get into the positives here. So, like I said, it is one of the most underrated games, and I'm going to tell you why. Like, there's the bad. I got that out of the way. I'm not going to be some super biased guy here. It's at 10, right? But, so here's the good. I did like the guns. Like, a lot of the guns were fun to use. The SOG, I specifically remember that the SMG was really fun. I wish it would have come out with just all new guns, though. Like, they reused a bunch, like the ICR and a couple others, I think. Which is kind of an L. But, like, yeah, right here in the gameplay, ICR. But it is what it is, so. Another good thing is the maps. Like, this was one of the last games. It literally might be the last Call of Duty game that actually had some original maps, like, that were made good. Like, I'm sure you guys remember Arsenal was a good map. I remember Hacienda. I remember Frequency. Like, I remember those 3 maps off the dome without having a script or nothing, right? Like, those were solid, newly made maps, which I can't remember the last time we've seen that. So, yes, if you can make a few good maps in your games, right? Like, it's probably going to be a good game. So decent map design, right? There's my point number 1. into the second, the competitive aspect. Like if you listen to any CDL player, or a lot of them, they will tell you that this is a good game. And I'm a pretty big like competitive guy myself when it comes to COD, or at least I used to be, right? But yeah, this game was really good for competitive. I think they just stuck with basic 3-lane maps and basic gameplay. Like they kept to the basics here, right? 3-lane maps, and it worked great for competitive. It was fun. It was fast-paced, but then you also had those long ranges where you could post up with a freaking AR, right? They did good with this game, competitive-wise. So there's that. I really like the competitive in this game, and I can see maybe if you're a casual, it was pretty bland. It was pretty bland. That's why you're at 10, right? I'm not making this at 5, guys, but yeah. So there's my points for this game. If you feel differently, let me know. But I'm going to end this video off with us ranking the first 9 Call of Duties, and then we have 9 left in the next video. I don't want to drop an hour-long video in you guys. We're already at 30 minutes here. So yeah, there's my top 9. Or, sorry, bottom 9. Hell no, top 9. Coming up with our top 9 games, right? I'm gonna rank the ones we got left, and you guys can see the order in which I rank them in the next video. So we have Modern Warfare 2019, we have World at War, we have Modern Warfare 2, we have Black Ops 2, we have Black Ops 3, we have COD 4, we have Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, and World at War, I think, or maybe Ghost if I repeated one of them, right? I didn't want to rank the order right there for you guys. Fuck that. So there's the 9. Not a lot of hot takes in this video, if I'm going to be honest. But in the next video, coming down to the top 5, top 3, top 1, like, you guys are going to see some hot takes. There's going to be a game or two in a spot where you would not expect them to be. So this video is more so shit on the shit. Put them in its place. Fuck you, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, the new ones. Yeah, so there's my bottom 9 CODs, and coming in the next video, you're gonna see my top 9 CODs, and I'm gonna try and get that posted for you freaking ASAP.